I got some videos, just 2 videos I was going to show, but before I show it, Bryce, you can interrupt me because you're probably a lot better presenting this than I am, but right here you can see on this row unit, we've got the Delta 4 cylinder, we've got just a standard row unit, this is the mini hopper, this is the V-set meter, the V-drive motor, and then this right here is the SpeedTube, which replaces your seed tube, and just mounts right in with the V-set meter and the V-drive motor. And what this is doing is it's going the same speed as your ground speed, and it's going in a rearward motion. So inside of here, I'm going to show on the videos, is a belt, which is just rotating that direction in a rearward motion at the same speed as the ground speed. So the whole concept here is, in the past, we have been traveling at, let's say, 5 miles per hour, and the seed drops off of this meter, and it's ricocheting off the seed tube. When it's dropped off the meter, it has that forward momentum of 5 miles per hour. So by the time it gets down through the tube into the trench, it's ricocheted some, and it's also has that forward momentum, so it's not going to drop as perfectly down to the ground as what we can simulate with SpeedTube. So I'm going to show on the videos here, we've got 2 videos. The first I'm going to show is a video from the Mythbusters TV program, where basically they're taking a pickup truck with like a cannon thing where they're throwing a soccer ball at the same speed as what the truck is going forward, just to prove the simple law of physics that we're talking about here. So same concept. I mean, you can stand here, drop a soccer ball, it's going to drop straight to the ground. If you're moving 5 miles an hour forward and you drop the ball, it's going to have the forward momentum and not drop it perfectly straight down to the ground. So that is the simple law of physics, and so here is just a SpeedTube animation of what I already kind of talked about. I'm going to pause it once it gets inside of here and shows how it's working here. So let's see if I can, there we go. So you can see it's kind of grayed out the corn disc, so we can see behind there. So there's 2 feeder wheels that grab the seed as soon as the seed loses the vacuum, basically, and then it drops it right down into that belt. So there's basically no opportunity for that seed to be affected by your row unit bounce or whatever. You know, it's not affected by the speed that you're operating. So since it's perfectly synced with your ground speed, everything is gonna work perfectly, so you are still gonna operate at 99.8% plus spacing, whether or not you're going 10 to 12 mile an hour. And as I understand it, it works with the V-drive system, because with the V-drive system they're using a gyro that's built in. So like as you're going around curves, with that gyro, it's changing what the ground speed is on your left rows versus your right rows. So on row 1, when you're going around a curve like this, it's going to be faster. On row 16, it's going to be slower. So it's in sync because they're both using the same ground speed measurement. So I'll just keep playing this video and we'll see how it just takes those seeds on that belt and then drops it just perfectly down in the trench, because there's no forward momentum, it just drops straight down.
There's not a seed in every cell.
Correct.
Yeah, it's going to depend on what your population is and how fast you're going.
Soybeans, you would have one probably in every flight of the belt. Corn, there's usually 6 or 7 empty flights, is what I was seeing that Louisville Farm Show.
So, just as a quick overview of KE Precision Ag, us as a company, I just wanted to share our mission statement. The first one is fairly open or vague, you might say. Helping producers implement profitable solutions for agriculture. Bullet pointed underneath that is we want to provide growers first choice products with best in class service, and also a simplified precision ag solution to enhance profitability. So I guess as I see the marketplace, there is a big demand for service when it comes to these products, and I think we for sure want to have first choice products, and what comes along with that is a lot of features, which we've talked about them tonight, but I think a lot of these are features that you don't want to do without, because you're going to want to be managing your farm as best as possible with the competitive market that we have today. And so I think that's why it's important to have service to back that up, because there's a lot of features to know about and a lot of features to improve on. So we try to make it simple, even though it may seem complex. I think it's important to provide the tools to make it as simple as possible. So what do we offer because of this? Obviously we recommend first choice products. We are specialized in ag technology. We provide 24-hour service and support. Some of you are working all hours of the day. I keep my cell phone on me 24 hours. We've got training in the classroom. I've been gradually adding YouTube videos both on the Trimble side and on precision planning. We are also in the process of developing an app for the iPad that you'll be able to use right alongside with the other two, the climate and field view. So you'll be able to see short videos on how to do simple steps, like on the Trimble, creating an AV line, or using the headland feature, or changing the population on the 2020, or changing the hybrid. Simple things like that. We can also provide digital user manuals that are always updated within that app for everything, including Trimble and precision planning, and then also a place to store your vehicle measurements. A lot of times when you get a lot of different GPS systems and stuff going on, you're always fumbling around measuring tractors and implements 5 times a year. So having this tool, I think, is going to simplify it as much as we can. We also provide hard print user manuals if they do not come with the system. I think it's very important to have something hard that you can actually look at in the tractor cab. Even though we can have it for you on the iPad, I guess I found usually there's still benefit to having a hard copy. We offer trade-ins or assistance in selling used equipment. So either trade-in price or we will help you post it online and get rid of it. We also provide early order discounts. And we get dirty, we're out there, Kurt and Aaron are running a farm as well, so basically their entire farm is a test plot. And we've got test plots, which I'll talk about here in the next slides. I've already talked about our service app that is going to be coming on soon. Daniel Upoff back in the corner, he's also working on a dryer monitoring system for us. So instead of having to go out and check your dryer during harvest at 2 a.m. in the morning or while you're trying to harvest a field, we're designing a system to be able to give you that information that you need to know right on your iPad. Obviously, we've already talked about the climate weather information as an app on the iPad. Web links. If you go to our website, go to the precision planning page and then field view. I have other useful apps, recommended apps that I found to be useful. You can use the iPad for tons of different things. So I just have put a few on there that you can look at and see if you can use them. Thedigitalstores.com. I actually talked to the president of the digital stores. They have locations all throughout central Illinois. He referred me to David Piethman, who is their top sales guy. I have his business cards on the back table. You can grab those to get his contact information. He works out of the Shops of Grand Prairie location out on the west side of Peoria. The main reason why I wanted this connection to happen with the digital stores is they are a Verizon retailer, so they can get the data plan all set up for you. They know our customers, they know what you need for a data plan. They offer free workshops to anybody that buys a data plan from them. So they'll tell you just very general things about the iPad so you can get up and going as quick as possible with accessing your email, working with the web browser, working with the calendar or contacts, whatever questions you got, they can answer for you. And feel free, you can contact me too. It's just that, I mean, basically we're offering these iPads tax-free, discounted. We don't make a dime on them, so to us it just makes sense to have the professionals offer that service. Right here is where I have the 6 locations for our technology plots we're going to have for this year. We're going to have 2 fields, one field over here by Congerville hopefully, and then another field up by Edelstein area with variable rate. So they're going to be planted with V-drive planters, where half of the planters are going to be on a variable rate prescription, the other half is going to be on a static rate. So there's going to be 8 rows, so we'll be able to harvest that with an 8-row corn head. So the entire field will be stripped, so we can see what kind of a yield performance we get off of that. I would love to do a multi-hybrid planter test, but that probably won't be happening this year at least. We're also going to be looking at excessive downforce, loss of ground contact, a clean sweep test, pore singulation, and pore state spacing. So we can see the effects of basically all of those yield robbing issues. So we'll be stripped with perfect pass with precision planting equipment, and then not perfect. And then I also hope to add some climate probe testing. Haven't decided yet how I'm gonna do that, but hopefully we'll be able to work with a few people on that.